who preserve our monuments, memorials, and the natural wonders of this land, and protect the millions of visitors who explore our national parks each year. The Parks Police and the National Park Service, who never get a thank you, but not tonight, so let's say thank you, thank you, thank you. As chairman and CEO of the Tunnel to Towers Foundation, when I think of our first responders, I hold closest in my heart what happened 25 years ago. On September 11, 2001, our nation experienced the deadliest terrorist attack in American history. Across the country, we watched as the World Trade Center crumbled. A flight from Washington, D.C. was hijacked and flown into the Pentagon. And 40 innocent people perished in a field in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. I recently visited Shanksville, Pennsylvania, with a piece of steel from the South Tower that came down 25 years ago. It's 16,900 pounds. It has the souls of so many people who perished that day, and we're bringing it all around America to make sure we never forget. It was the first battle that was fought in the war against terrorism. Was the 40 great heroes that were on Flight 93 that said, as Todd Beamer said, let's roll. They took that plane down. They turned it upside down when they were taking over the cockpit. It flew upside down right over a school and into a field in Shanksville, the first.
Friday, July 4th, 2026. The United States of America marks its 250th birthday today, and President Trump is leading the celebration from the heart of the nation's capital. In a historic Salute to America ceremony on the National Mall, the president hailed 2.5 centuries of freedom, sacrifice, and American greatness. From coast to coast, millions of Americans gather for the biggest Independence Day celebration the country has ever seen.
Kids instead focus on their education, focus on their careers, focus on their bank accounts. Have a free Saturday morning and go get a venti latte with your friends at Starbucks. That will give them joy, is what Coltrane has told them. This is the dumbest advice that they could ever get. What fills the human heart? What gives us purpose? We should look for love, get married, and have lots of kids. Right? It's a lot of fun. Right? Best decision I made, I met Rachel on a reality TV show like 29 years ago. We've been married for 27 years. We're good Catholics. We're open to life. We have 9 kids. Couldn't have made a better decision in my life. Well, actually, she said yes to me, so she made a great decision for me in our life, which I'm very grateful for. But the strength of our country is rooted in the strength of our families. And so to celebrate America 250, we should celebrate our American family. And so just as important as our families, it's important to look at our faith. Our country was founded by men of faith. Men who understood there was one true God, and it wasn't them. They knew there was right and wrong, there was good, there was evil. They understood that our rights, like life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness, that didn't come from Congress, from government. It didn't come from a king. It came from God. God gave us those rights, and no government can take those rights away from us. And as we celebrate this 250th birthday, what's remarkable is there is a revival in America. Our young people have been lied to. They've been told that they would be fulfilled with hookup culture or some get-rich-quick scheme, or they could find fame in social media and that would fulfill them. But I'll tell you, they found that that's a false promise. That's a lie. And they've sought truth.
Meanwhile, in New York Harbor, Vice President J.D. Vance delivered remarks aboard the USS Kearsarge, a Navy amphibious assault ship anchored in the shadow of the Statue of Liberty. Vance saluted the men and women in uniform and called this July 4th a reminder that American freedom was won by those willing to fight for it. The ship served as a dramatic backdrop for the nation's 250th birthday.
That if need be, they will sacrifice their lives, sacrifice their liberty, and sacrifice their happiness for us, for our freedom. And for 250 years, our military has held the line against darkness, against tyranny, against evil, against fanatics determined to die for their cause. But we are determined to live and fight for our cause, the greatest cause of all, freedom. And that is the true strength of America. So, as we celebrate 250 years of freedom, let us remember the sacrifices that have been made and will be made to protect it. We must remember those brave people who are not only soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines, but who were also fathers and sons, mothers and daughters, brothers and sisters, who had plans and hopes and dreams, and they had goals and they had ambitions, and yet they sacrificed all of that. They sacrificed everything on some wretched piece of dirt, or in the raging, merciless sea, or in the unforgiving clouds above. Throughout our history, on sea, air, and land, American warriors have given their lives for our freedom.
And what a show it was. The Independence Day fireworks display over the National Mall shattered records. Nearly 850,000 individual shells were launched from 10 sites spanning the Lincoln Memorial Reflecting Pool, Potomac River Barges, and West Potomac Park. The show lasted almost 40 minutes, more than double the usual 18, setting a new Guinness World Record for the largest firework display in history. The White House also unveiled Saving America's Story, a new partnership with the Smithsonian Institution to preserve and celebrate the nation's heritage. Released on the morning of July 4th, the report lays out a plan to protect America's founding documents, artifacts, and historical sites for the next 250 years. The president called it a gift to every future generation of Americans. It wasn't without challenges. Dangerous heat swept the capital, with temperatures approaching 107 degrees. The National Mall was briefly evacuated as severe thunderstorms rolled in just before the evening program. But Trump was undeterred, posting on social media that he would deliver his speech, quote, no matter what. The crowd waited it out and the celebration went on.
Well, thank you, Lee, and hello, Washington, and a very big hello to America. Thank you. And 10 days from now, our country will celebrate one of the most monumental milestones in human history. We will mark 250 years of glorious American freedom. In 1776, our founding fathers met in Philadelphia and changed the world forever and ever with a thing called the Declaration of Independence. They proclaimed the eternal truth that we are endowed by our Creator with the rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
All across America, the 250th birthday was marked with parades, concerts, and community gatherings. From the Theodore Roosevelt Presidential Library out west to the Freedom 250 train rolling across the heartland, the message was pride, patriotism, and unity. As the fireworks faded over the Potomac, one thing was clear: America's story is far from over. That is your Trump brief for Friday, July 4th, 2026, Independence Day. The nation celebrates 250 years of freedom, and this president says the best is yet to come. For the latest each and every day, subscribe to the Trump Brief, USA Happy Birthday, America, and we will see you tomorrow.